Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We put this button up in our header the other day. We had a few questions on that video asking about my round images below here. And this is just a simple gallery that I've made the thumbnails round with. If you click on one of these, it's going to pop out into a light box, just like a regular gallery. And this is really simple. We're using a bit of CSS to do this today, but don't let that put you off. Any CSS I write, I'll put below the video, and you're welcome to use it as you wish. So let's get started. I'm going to go to my customizer to do this. To get to your customizer, go to your dashboard, down to Appearance, and Customize. And that will bring you to this page right here. I'm going to use the additional CSS panel at the bottom here to write my CSS. I'm going to refresh this and this should actually go back to normal. Actually, before I do that, we're not doing this hover effect today. I'm going to do that in another video. Once you've got your round thumbnails, I've got them sort of, when you hover on them, they jump to the front and get large like that. We're going to do that in another video. We're just going to build this with the round thumbnails in this video today. Okay, when I refresh, this should go back to normal. Okay, so we've just got a normal gallery here. Now I've taken away that code. And if we go to that page and refresh, there it is. And it's just a regular gallery. Let's enable the Visual Builder. It's just a regular gallery module. So I'm going to get rid of this and we'll start from scratch. So I've got a section. I've got a row in this section with a single column inside it. I'm going to hit the plus to add a module. Divi comes as standard with all these light grey modules, plenty enough to build just about any site. If you've got WooCommerce installed, it'll give you an extra dozen modules as well. Here's our gallery module. Simply go in there and choose your images. I'm going to grab every image I've got here, with the exception of perhaps that one and perhaps that one. As with most galleries, you can move these things around by simply left clicking and dragging them, put them where you want them. Hit the trash can if you want to get rid of one. I'm going to put my image count up to about 20. I don't want the actual title and caption, and I don't want to show any pagination. Okay, so we've got a simple gallery there that when we click on it, it's going to open in a light box. I'm going to leave everything just as it is right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give this a CSS class. So we've got a name to target it with CSS with. So go over to your Advanced tab, down to CSS ID and Classes, and we'll give it a class. And let's call it Gal Round or Gal Rund. That's my shorthand for it. You can call it anything you want. It wants to be unique and it wants to make a little bit of sense to you when you're looking at it in your CSS. So we've created our little gallery here and we've given the whole thing a name or CSS class of Gal Round. So now we can start targeting it with some CSS. So let's save our changes here. And we're going to go back to our customizer. I'm going to refresh this page because this is still the old one that we were looking at here. There we go. Now let's go down to our additional CSS and we'll give it a title. Always a good idea to give your CSS titles. That way it's a lot easier to find if you write a lot of it like I do. And it's a courtesy if anybody else edits the site after you. So we can say round gallery thumbs. Okay, we gave it that class name of gallery round. All class names have to have a dot or a period in front of them. So there's the dot. Gal RND was the class that we gave it. Now we want to affect the images that are within that module because the Gal Round is the whole module itself, and we want to affect the actual images within that module. So it's galround.img or img.galround.img to affect the images. So let's open and close some curly brackets. Well, the first thing I'm going to want to do to make a circle, I need to make these square first, to make a perfect circle, that is. So let's make them square first. I'm going to say width I'm going to say 200 pics. It's not done it, so we need to force it. I don't like to do this if I don't have to, but I have to in this case. So I'm going to use important, exclamation mark, important. And as you can see, that's made them 200 wide. Let's do the same for the height. And that has actually worked fine that time. And as you can see, we've actually got square images there. So if you just wanted square gallery thumbnails images there, that's how to do it. Okay. To make them round, we're going to give them a big border radius of sort of 50%. So let's do that. Border radius 50%. And that's made our little thumbnails there absolutely round. But let's roll over one of these and take a look. If we look at that, it's not actually in the center of our grid there. It's to the left, which is making our little icon offset to the right over here. So let's fix that with a bit of margin. Let's try, say, 3%. That shifted it across a little bit. Let's have a look now. 3. It's still not quite enough. Let's take that up to try 5%. That looks pretty much there to me. That works for me. So there we go. We've got our little round thumbnails there. And of course you can change the overlay color and the icon by going into your little module here and change it to whatever you want. In the design tab, here's the overlay. I'm just going to take the opacity down a little bit with that, so it's still visible, but you can see a bit more. I'll make the overlay icon color white and the background color. Take that opacity down a little bit. There we go, that works for me absolutely fine. We'll save our changes now. Save the page changes. Exit the visual builder. Let's go back and publish our CSS. Always want to make sure you publish it. Once published, we should be able to refresh this page. And there we are. We've got our little round thumbnails. We've got that little pale overlay and a little plus for the lightbox effect. So there you go, guys. That's how to make rounded thumbnails from your gallery images. And as usual, I'll put this CSS down below the video. In the next video, I'm going to show you a hover effect. If I just refresh this page again, we've got this little effect. It's going to grow, white out the background a little bit, and jump to the front in front of everything else. Really easy to do. Like I say, we'll do that tomorrow. And again, when you click on it, it opens in a lightbox. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.